Welcome to the Bourbon Doctors. Chad, Albert. Hey, what's the deal with the shirt? New shirt.
We got new shirts, but they're not our shirts. They're from Beer Brats and Bourbon. The event was last night. We want to say thank you to everyone that participated. We want to thank the people that put the event on, and we want to thank all of you that were actually there. We really appreciate all the support, both for the Bourbon Doctors and for the event itself. It was a great time, and if you didn't go this year, you should go next year.
Or if you want to donate, FOCP, Feeding Our Community Partners, go. But this episode kind of comes out of that because last night we had some whiskey at our tasting that was donated by a local business, Flask. Should give a shout out to them and thank you for donating. But it was Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, and E.H Taylor. And people would ask us, which is the best?
Yes, there was lots of which is the best.
Which one's the best?
So we thought we would take it a step further, and we'll throw in Blanton's. We know it's a different mash bill, but it's it's a Buffalo Trace product, and we'll try to figure out which is the best. And how do we do that, Chad?
We're gonna blind it.
We're gonna blind it.
We're gonna blind it. We're gonna try all four. Now, I'm gonna say my bias is A, I generally really like Buffalo Trace products from the distillery.
I think we're all aware.
B, the people that are paying out of market prices for these, it gets insane. This is a $65 bottle of whiskey. This is not a $200 bottle of whiskey.
I agreed 100%.
This bottle, as you may see, this is a big bottle.
That's a big buff.
This is a Magnum, a Buffalo Trace. If you can find an honest retailer, I got this for $41.99.
Yep. The regular bottle should be like $25.
Yeah, I just bought a bottle of Buffalo Trace for $29.99. And, the problem is when you start paying $50 and $60 and $70 and $80 for this and $190 for that, I think they're worth their manufacturers, the MSRP, but outside of that.
The amazing thing is they had some bottles up for auction last night. And I guess it wasn't an auction. It was more of a raffle. Mm-hmm. And everyone was in the raffle there were 2 bottles of Blanton's. Now, at the end of the night, there was a Weller Antique 107 that had not been claimed. Who goes crazy over Blanton's and leaves the Weller
get their
behind?
Weller 107?
Come on, man.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Anyway, we got some blinds.
We're going to blind it up, and then we're going to tell you which one we think is best blinded. We're ready. We got them ready. And I said it's amazing how close they look, but you're right. They're kind of the same.
It's all
the Eagle Rare and the Buffalo Trace are both 90 proof, with just different age statements.
Yep.
Eagle Rare is 10.
And then the E.H Taylor bumps it up to 100 proof. But same mash bill.
Blanton's is running what, 93, if I remember, 94?
90, I don't know.
Something like that.
I got the bottle here. It is 93 proof, yeah.
93 proof.
So, and we know that the Blanton's is a different mash bill. It's their rye mash bill, but we'll see.
We also want to see is it really better than the other three, and it might not be.
Might not be.
So,
but we'll see if we can pick it out.
Better. Ready?
Yeah.
Go on. Let's start at 1.
We'll start at 1. It's a little bit backwards for us, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go through.
Oh, this one's nice.
All right, I have my thoughts just based on the smell, the nose.
None of these are going to be bad. This is what I'm going to say.
Wow, that's really good whiskey.
That is really.
We drank a lot of whiskey last night, so I wasn't quite sure how into filming I was going to be today. But that is number one is really good whiskey.
Filming. What's wrong with you?
Sometimes this is a little much. Now, the nose on 4 was a little bit different, but we'll see.
2 is definitely different on the nose, and it's a little lighter. I think it's not as complex.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That is
1 is better than 2.
Oh my God, 1 is better than 2.
It's just light, and it doesn't have. It's okay, but it's not nearly as complex.
No,
as 1.
it's not.
It doesn't have that good. Just
wholeheartedly
profile.
Agree with you. Its palate is kind of it's a little watered down. It
is. It tastes a little watered down.
From 1 to 2, holy moly, what a change! Three's back to being good again. I still think I might like one better.
But they're kind of like this.
But yeah, they're 1 and 3 are pretty close. I hate that we've talked about something being smooth, but the way I feel like one was just a little smoother, the mouthfeel was a little better.
No, they're both pretty good.
They're both very good. And then completely different.
Different, but good still.
Good, but I actually prefer 1 and 3 over 4.
So right now, all we can agree on is that 2 is probably, of the 4 pours, our least favorite. I agree. I got to get between 1 and 3.
Are we going to try to rank these in an order, or are we just going to try to pick out our favorite?
I'm ranking them in an order.
Ooh, because I feel like it's 1 and 3 are going to stand out, and then 2 and 4. And I think I know what the Blanton's is. I think I know what the Buffalo Trace is. But I'll admit I'm bad at this, so I could be wrong. All right. Oh, and and I broke my rule of going backwards. 4 after 2. 4 is way better.
Yeah, 4 is better than 2.
4 is way better than 2. It makes me kind of wonder, though,
Here's my question. Here's what I have. I have
1 far and away.
1 is a clear winner.
Yeah.
2 is clearly in 4.
Loser. Yes, I would agree with that. I would agree with you there.
I'm trying to decide if 3 or 4, where I'm putting them. 3, to me, 4 almost has a little bit lighter, but still a very good flavor. 3 doesn't have a huge bite, but no, I gotta go 3. I'm going 1, 3, 4, 2. That's mine.
I mean, I hate to agree with you, but I'm leaning that way. I want to taste 3 against 1 more time.
Go ahead. I know what I'm doing, man. I already got it figured out.
So what do you like about 1?
Here's what I'll tell you. It's just very flavorful, very complex, nice bourbon. And again, I go back to my litmus test of, I got to drink one of these the rest of the night. It's going to be this one. It's going to be number 1. I think 3 and 4 are kind of close, but when I tested them against each other, I liked 3 a little better.
Yeah, and I agree. I also think 3 and 1 are not far apart.
Would I sit there and drink 2 all night? Probably, if that's all I had.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. None of these are the Buffalo
bad.
Trace
We're sitting there going,
right?
There's 2. 2 of the 4 of these, but these are 4 pretty good whiskeys. These are 4 whiskeys that everyone is going to go, yeah, I'll take that.
Well, and there are 4 whiskeys that people chase after.
Yeah.
So, I don't think you can go. You can't go
the
wrong.
other thing we're trying to figure out here is the question we got asked last night: which one is best?
Which one is best?
And I was like, kind of depends on my mood, this, that, but I've never blinded them against each other. And so I think it's a great thing. So you have that answer, say, look, we blinded this on our show. I really think 1 is the best. 3 is a close second. 4 is a close third, and then 2.
1 and 3 are so close to me. It's hard for me. I'm just gonna. I'll pick 1. I'm gonna pick 1 just to say like we're on point. This is a bourbon doctor's opinion. But I will say 1 and 3, man. I could go back and forth, and
3 is pretty good. And
it's pretty damn good. My coming into this.
Yeah, I'm going 1, 3, 4, 2.
I'm with you. Coming into this, my bias was my preconceived notion was that I was going to like Eagle Rare the best. It's got the best age statement at 10 years. That's what I thought I was going to like the best. But then, what did we like the best?
What's number 1 production assistant, Ben?
E.H Taylor.
What?
I'm surprised.
Taylor.
I'm really surprised, but
Pull it on up.
you know, we know that it's one that we
champion
like,
of the
right?
world.
We know that's so now we can say, hey y'all, what's the best Buffalo Trace product?
What's 3?
I was surprised by that. So then I'm gonna guess that 4 was E.H. Taylor
No, 1's E.H. Taylor.
or Eagle Rare. Sorry.
4 was Buffalo Trace.
We liked the Eagle Rare.
Eagle
the
Rare
least.
was 2.
That surprises the crap out of me.
That's why we do it, brother.
That
surprises me
the crap
that
out
E.H.
of me.
Taylor and Blanton's were so close.
So close.
We almost put Blanton's 1.
Yeah, which, I mean, we've done other blinds where Blanton's came out.
But that wasn't
Not one.
against its own stuff.
That wasn't
that
against
was
its own
against
stuff.
like
Some
non-pre
other
12
equivalent.
and other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
So I honestly would say this is the best.
Yeah.
And I am surprised that the regular Buffalo Trace, because now if we start talking value, a bottle of E.H. Taylor's, you can find it for what, about $50?
Yeah, $50, $60, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way better than Blanton's, and it's a lot easier to find than
Yeah,
Blanton's.
it's a lot easier to find. I mean, that's a great value, but Buffalo Trace, that Magnum was $42.
Yeah. I've always said Buffalo Trace is a great whiskey.
Great whiskey.
You just shouldn't pay $50, $60 for a
I'd say $50
$750
if you're getting a 1.7.
Well, yeah, but that's a different story.
And this does surprise me because I like Eagle Rare just on an evening when I pour Eagle Rare in a glass. I love it. But it was clearly
the
fourth out of these.
Yeah.
4.
I'm really surprised by that.
So now you have your answer. If you're going to ask which of these is best, at least in our mind, blinded, E.H. Taylor, small batch.
Is the way to go.
Clearly, well, and it's close to Blanton's, and you're paying a third of the price if you just pay,
Yeah.
And even if you feel like Buffalo Trace isn't bad, none of them are bad. Let's get that out of the air.
We understand that the comment section will be full of, yeah, but you can't find any of these. Yeah, we get it. But
you can. You have 2 or 3 bottles. Of
this is my 3rd bottle of E.H. Taylor that I've picked up in the last 12 months.
So you can find it. It's
more or less.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. You got to put some work
Rare,
in.
You can definitely find. But I just bought a bottle of Buffalo Trace the other day.
Yeah. You got
Blanton's you can't find.
Yeah, good luck. I found it last week. It was in a raffle. I'm like, it's not even worth my time.
Yeah, you can't find it. So.
All right, E.H. Taylor's the way to go. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember to check out the merch, the Bourbon Doctors, thebourbondoctors.com/shop. And hey, if there's a color scheme or a T-shirt that you want to see out there, send us a note. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, and if you need another lineup tested, Wild Turkey, Jim Beam, things you say, hey, let's test this out. But this is our Buffalo Trace lineup that we tried. There's other Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, we left out Benchmark. We left out Ancient Age. We don't need to go there.
Well, we didn't even go into the Weller lineup.
Well, I mean, there's a whole nother
stuff.
That's a whole nother mash bill again.
So, but yeah, E.H. Taylor, small batch. Cheers to you. Bourbon is for drinking.
Cheers.